Greetings from Podcastville, you cocksuckers. It's Wednesday, March 31st. Listen, fucking where the hell did the year go? It was just fucking New Year's Eve, and we were jumping up and down. Anyway, the joint is welcoming BluBlox to the podcast. This is a great new sponsor. BluBlox makes the best sleep mask known to mankind. Let me explain something to you. Ever since I moved to Jersey, I had to switch my time zones. A couple of years ago, I read a book. Rogan had a guy on there talking about a book about sleep. The book was fucking tremendous. I cannot find it. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I think I lent it out. Sleep is fucking important. It's important as I could tell when I gain weight, it's because I'm not sleeping a full 8 hours. BluBlox sent me this mask about 3 weeks ago. They sent me 3 of them. My daughter uses it, my wife uses it, and I use one. And I'll tell you what, it's tremendous. Why? Because any amount of light can keep you awake. But the BluBlox sleep mask, it blacks out everything. Total darkness. Once you go black, you'll never sleep with anything else again. It cups your eyes and it makes your world go away. And it helps you drift off to sleep. Seriously, you need darkness around you when you're sleeping. If you work nights, take the butcher paper off the window. If you're a crackhead, get the aluminum foil off the window. And get this. Proven to increase REM and deep sleep. The adjustable head strap doesn't wear out, and its control sides allowed for you side and belly sleepers. There's no slipping. I mean, I wear it over my sleep apnea mask. It's comfortable, and it doesn't squeeze your face like a grape. Plus, it's made with lightweight, breathable fabric to keep you cool all night long. I mean, these guys thought about everything. You understand me? So do me a favor. Support BluBlox because they support the joint. Get yours today. Sleeping is one part of health that not a lot of people take seriously. I didn't for a long time, and now this is why I'm looking the way I'm looking, because I'm sleeping. So do me a favor. Go right now to BluBlox.com/Joey. Again, that's BluBlox.com/Joey. Get 20% off when you press in. So go to BluBlox.com, BluBlox.com/Joey, and use promo code Joey for 20% off. Night, cocksuckers. You're going to hit me up and go, Joey, I'm sleeping like a doctor because of you. Thank you. You're welcome. Anyway, the joint is also brought to you by ZipRecruiter. Are you hiring right now? This is the time of the year when things start to open up. The vaccine is rolling out. What kind of people are you looking for? Do you need somebody to wear a lot of hats? What do you need? Finding that person is hard. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. That's where ZipRecruiter comes in. You find quality candidates fast, and I'm going to give it to you for free. You can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Whether you need to hire a cook in Calabasas, a nurse in Nebraska, or an attorney in Arkansas, they got you. ZipRecruiter's matching technology hooks you up with people who have the skills and experience that you need. And then it actively invites them to apply for a job. So get the qualified candidates fast. From accountant to zoologist and everything in between, ZipRecruiter will make hiring that much easier. And right now, just for the joint family, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. Joy, what are you talking about? Free. Free. Free, by going to ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. You get to try it for free. I get credit for sending you there. So once again, try it for free. Whether you got a small business or you got 10,000 employees, ZipRecruiter is the way to go. It saves you time, energy, and effort. And you get to try it for free just by going to ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. ZipRecruiter, the smart way to hire. Let's get this party started. It's Wednesday. It's the last day of the month, and we got a lot to talk about.
Hey, how you doing? Come on in. Yeah, Joey's in the back.
Check 1, 2. Welcome to Uncle Joey's Joint.
What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? Where you been? It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. It's the last day of the month. We fucking did it. Listen, I don't know about you. It was just fucking New Year's Eve. It was just December 31st. You were running to your buddy's house. You had to park around the corner so the cops don't know you're at the friend's house. They couldn't have more than 8 people. And look at us now. We're ending fucking March 31st. We're rolling into fucking April, and we're rocking and rolling. We got a new look. Everybody's happy. Everybody's having a good fucking time. I had a weird week. Let me tell you what's going on. My daughter, listen. Let me talk to you people about something from the heart. I never sat down and watched nothing. A couple years ago, I went over to a friend's house. Well, not my friend. It's my father-in-law, and he was watching girls softball. He's 70 years old. I'm like, this is the creepiest fucking thing in the world. You're watching girls softball. Who watches fucking girls softball? I got nothing against girls, and I got nothing against softball. But when you're a guy my age, you just don't watch girls softball. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're like, what the fuck is this? So then my daughter gets into softball, right? So I'm like, I got to sit there during the practices. And I'm sitting there looking, and I feel like Johnny Pedophile. It's all a bunch of moms, and it's me and on the bleacher by myself. All I need is a rain jacket and the cop will pull over. And I feel like death. So the first week I felt like shit. I'm like, I got to figure something out because I never really watched. In 2006, when I was still doing coke, I went to see my niece play. My niece was a great basketball player. And I went to see her play in Tennessee. And it was a girls' high school game. And I had a good time, but I really didn't think about it. But now with all the shit that's going on, you feel fucking guilty watching anything, So I'm watching this. Last week, I'm watching the girls practice. They're all 8 years old, and I'm like, look at the moms. They're looking, even though I'm sitting there, my wife is next to me, I'm like, they're looking at me like I'm a fucking pedophile and shit watching girls fucking softball. I left there walking like fuck. Any minute now, the cops are going to put the handcuffs on me. Then I went to the second practice, and there was another dad there. So I didn't feel that bad, but again, I felt a little creepy. But then I'm a 60-minute guy, so I watched 60 Minutes on Sunday night. And if you watch 60 Minutes, it was about an old guy that fucking is in the Writers Hall of Fame. This guy wrote a book about Muhammad Ali. He fucking interviewed Muhammad Ali I don't know how many fucking times. He wrote a book about his relationship with Ali and Cosell. He's just a great writer, wrote articles for Sports Illustrated a couple weeks ago. When Tiger Woods got into the accident, they went out to him for him to write the article. And as he got older and got into retirement, he started going, I guess his granddaughter or somebody played for girls basketball. So he started going to all these girls basketball games, and he said, what am I doing with myself? I should start writing about them. So he created like a column about the girls basketball team and what they were going through just to give the girls light and whatnot. And I tell you, when I watched that, it made me feel a little bit better. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm not a fucking pedophile sitting over here watching these fucking girls fucking do their thing. So now
You got no bubbles.
yeah, so now I feel a lot more fucking comfortable, at the games. And, well, they haven't played yet, but they're still, like, in practice. They had a clinic today. They got a clinic tomorrow, which I'm going to go to. Today I couldn't go. Obviously, I'm here with you cocksuckers. But thank you very much for sticking it out with me. Over the last couple months, I have a great habit. God bless me with something good. I like to check in with my friends. I love to check in with them and see how they're doing. And especially during this pandemic, what I did was I made a list of my single friends. And I would call them first to let them know I had their back. And then I would call my married friends. But I would call my comic friends and just to see how they were doing. I'm married. I have a support system here. I have great friends. I have great family members in Jersey. A lot of guys stayed in L.A. A lot of guys moved. And I know the guys that moved are confused as much as I am. They're getting adjusted to new areas. But it was funny, while I was talking to these guys on the phone, I was going, these fucking phone calls are podcasts. These are podcasts. We're not promoting an album. We're not promoting a CD. We're not promoting dates. We're just having phone calls about our deepest, most intimate fucking things here, like what we're going through. This is a podcast. So this is why I started reaching out to all my comedy buddies just to check in. I'm happy you guys are enjoying it, and I'm happy you guys are feeling it, because you could feel that we actually missed each other. Like, these guys and I were tight. We were all tight. At one time, we would see each other once or twice a week. We would give advice to each other on different comedy clubs or whatever. And then one day, the carpet got pulled from us. So I figured these conversations that I have on the phone could be great podcasts. And that's where Zoom came in. And I'm happy you guys are enjoying it. And the Zooms are so special. Like, I hate to explain this to people, and I hate coming off like this. But if you don't have a prior relationship with somebody, I feel the Zooms don't come off right. And I've done 4 Zooms since I've been here, and 3 out of the 4 of them were shitty. And one person I actually knew. The other 2 podcasts I did, I kind of knew the people, but not really, and the Zoom didn't work. With the Zooms I'm giving you, it's people that I actually love and I have a relationship with, and that's why they seem to work, and I haven't seen them. So you're listening to not an interview like in a regular podcast. You're listening to an extended phone call of 2 old friends not seeing each other for 7 months. Today we have another extended phone call. He's a dear friend of mine. I met him when I got off the plane in L.A., when he was at his hottest as an actor. And his mom introduced him to me at the Improv. And I never forgot how much of a gentleman he was to me at that time. And then years later, we reconnected through stand-up, and we became friends. And I love him to death, as crazy as he is. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you MICHAEL RAPAPORT. Enjoy, cocksuckers. What's happening, you bad motherfucker?
Are we rolling, Joey?
We're rolling, Jack. What's happening?
Everything is good. Hold on. I want to make sure everything is good.
How the fuck are you?
I got the good mic out for you, Joe. I'm not playing games here with these fucking guys.
Good. I'm happy. Great to see you, man.
Good to see you,
great.
Joe.
God bless you. What is happening?
Shit, man. There's a lot in nothing. I'm in Los Angeles. I'll give you a Joey Coco Diaz exclusive because I haven't said this publicly, but I'm actually moving back to New York in May. I've always had a place in New York. I've kept a place in New York through my bi-coastalness, but it more so than moving back to New York. I don't have a place in Los Angeles for the first time since, my $325 apartment, which then I moved into when I started doing the movie True Romance because I thought I was rich. I moved into an $850 a month apartment, and then progressively moved up. But when I came to Los Angeles in 1989, I was 19. I was living in this apartment. Did you ever live in the apartment or hear about the comedian's apartment over there on Carlton Way in Hollywood?
No.
It was a trip because I was literally 19 years old. You think about how fucking stupid you are when you were 19, but I lived in this $325 a month studio apartment. It was nice. It was clean. The building was clean, but it was a fucked up neighborhood over there on Carlton Way off of Gower, right in Hollywood. And a bunch of comedians lived there. A bunch of different comedians came in and out of there throughout the years. And, but yeah, I'm giving up my crib here in LA, and I'll be, for the first time, not have any crib in Los Angeles, and I'll be in New York. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might wind up getting another place here. I might wind up getting a place out by you. I might become your neighbor, but I'm excited about it. And, to be honest with you, when you called me, I can't remember when, but it was, in the fucking pandemic, and I was talking to you and you were like, I moved to Jersey. I think I had heard it, but I don't think I was sure. Cause you start hearing this one's moving, that one's moving, and all that stuff. But I was like, that conversation definitely was, we were already sort of set to do it. But when you told me I'm out, I'm in fucking Jersey, I was like, I had told my wife and she was like, fuck, Joey left. And I was like, yeah, fucking Coco Diaz went back fucking to Jersey. So, a lot of people that come to LA, they go, I hate LA. I don't hate LA. I like a lot of things about LA. And like I said, I'm an actor. There's always going to be part of the fucking year where I'm out here. doing something, and I wouldn't be mad if I came back out here, for work or whatever. But for right now, I'm just not happy where I live in LA, and we've been wanting to move, full time to New York, and when we go to New York, we've been trying to do it for the last 2 years, but just you have to do it to do it. So we're kind of doing it backwards, but I'm excited about it. So
You saw the house already?
That's a Coco Diaz exclusive.
You sell the house already?
Done.
How fast?
Less than 24 hours.
How fucking crazy is that?
Yo.
How crazy is that?
We said we were going to sell the house. We had the fucking photographer come over, the guy with the drone come over. The next morning, before it was listed, the broker told another broker, they all know each other. They said, we want to have somebody come over at 10 a.m. I was like, 10 a.m.? All right, fine. They said, all right, they'll be over for a half hour. These motherfuckers were there for 2 hours, which means they're somewhat interested. I mean, it's a fucking house, 2 hours. It's not like I live on some palatial estate with, mountains and shit. They said they're interested. They said, can they come back at 3 o'clock? I said, all right. They come back at fucking 3 o'clock. They better be doing something. They said, no, they're really interested. They came back at 3 o'clock. They said, it's going to be an hour. I call them. I said, they done? They go, no, they're still here. So me and my wife are driving around. You can't go to eat. So we normally we'd go to eat. This was like when shit was closed. I call the guy, yo, can we come back? I said, can you give us another half? We're driving around fucking Laurel Canyon. We go up to Lookout Mountain. We're trying to make out with my wife in the hills up there. 2.5 hours we come back. They go, they're really interested. I go, listen, these motherfuckers displaced me for 6 fucking hours in one day. They better fucking do something. They made an offer before the house went on the market. Boom.
No
I was shocked.
Shit. Yeah, that's how fast it's going.
So the photos and the fucking the drone shit it went that quick. And then you're like, oh shit. You have that moment where you're like, oh shit. And the offer was great and the money was great. And it was the first person. And boom, we're done. We're getting the fuck out of here. And I'm excited about it. And like I said, I'm not one of these New Yorkers who's like, LA sucks. Anybody from New York, Jersey, how could you think LA sucks? You might think the people sucks. The weather's ridiculous. The beach is great. There's great food. I mean, there's a lot of things that suck about LA. And to be honest with you, since those fucking riots last year, Melrose, Santa Monica, Sunset, Beverly, 3rd, all of it in the area, in the Laugh Factory Improv area. I guess that's LA Hollywoodish. It's like a fucking bomb went off. It's starting to get a little better, but that, my area, not my actual house, my area. And, we've had homeless cocksuckers, no disrespect, but, I had homeless cocksuckers across the street from my house, and they were harassing neighbors. And one of these motherfuckers there was a neighbor from around the corner. They got into a little argument or something. One of these cocksuckers, Joey, this woman, she pulled her pants down and shat in her hands and threw it at my neighbor. I said, if that had been my fucking wife and this animal threw shit at my wife. So I took because what they've been doing in Los Angeles, and listen, people are this, that, whatever. What they've been doing is they know the rules and all that stuff. So the next day they were in a place where the cops couldn't tell them to move because they know how to park their shit on the street. And I took their shit. I took a fucking stick. I took all their shit after they threw the woman shit in her hands and threw shit at the neighbor. I took all their shit. I threw it in the fucking street. Then I called the cops because they were blocking traffic. Because these cocksuckers are blocking traffic, and they got the fuck out of there. But when you throw shit at people,
it's time to go.
You can't be throwing human shit at people, Joe.
I don't know what happened, and you just blew me away. You're the last of the real New Yorkers, and you saw it. You saw what I saw. Like, I just saw something that was not beautiful anymore. It was going to be problematic somewhere along the line. I'm too old to be carrying a fucking gun.
Right.
You know, I'm too old. My Charles Bronson days are over with. You know?
Right.
It was just a scary place. And,
Right.
you know, the kids, you have grown-up kids. Your kids are grown, college. I have an 8-year-old. The park is bombarded with homeless. And again, you know, it's mental health and whatnot. But it was just time to go. I had done my 23 years. You've been there 10 years longer than me. You're there 30-something years. You know, you did everything you could there now. And now it's time to move back to fucking New York. And it's you and your wife moving to New York?
Me and my wife, one of my kids is actually in New York at college. The other one's here. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm excited about it. You know, my kids are fine. They love New York. They come back and forth. That's, you know, and they're older, so they travel by themselves. Hopefully, you know, they could continue, with the health and all that shit. But yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here. You know, and I'm excited about it. You know, it's like, you know, we talk about changing and packing. I'm sure you went through it. You know, the fucking packing and the moving and the boxing. There's a great thing about moving when you're done with it, because one thing that we haven't even officially moved yet, but getting rid of the amount of shit.
Oh my God.
Are you like, you must have accumulated all sorts of shit.
You have no fucking idea.
And you have to make the hard decisions and go, do I need this fucking
shit's gonna go
picture? Do I need every goddamn fucking photo, every goddamn book, every tchotchke, every piece of fucking, every cord, every fucking wire? I haven't worn this sweatshirt in a year. Oh, I like it. Bye. I was just at the, when I hit you this morning, I was at the Goodwill. They know my fucking name there. It's like Cheers for me. In the last month, I'm like Woody Harrelson.
And when I left, the Goodwill was closed.
What'd you do with all your shit?
I just dropped it off in front of Goodwill.
Right.
I kept dropping off bags. I took the books to a fucking place by my daughter's school. They had a school thing. I put books in there on growing weed. I put books of fucking Russian rules of life. There was books that I had that I had read 15 fucking years ago.
Why do we keep this shit?
Because it's not that I'm not a hoarder by no means. Trust me when I'm telling you. You put stuff away and you get off then you become a comedian and then you do a podcast and you get things sent to you by sponsors. People who think they're going to come on the show and then they look at your show and I threw away, there was 2 closets, Michael Rapaport. You could not believe what was in there. I mean, from fucking guitar speakers to fucking micro wallets.
How many fucking speakers does one person need? How many?
Oh my God.
Mini speakers, mid-sized speakers.
Oh my God. I had pictures. You know, people on the road are very generous. I love them to death. I found something that has to be a collector's item that's got to be worth thousands. Somebody gave me a honeymooners dish. The honeymooners with Ralph with the sweater on, dancing the Hucklebuck. I just found that last week. I got to bring it down here. You know, you find shit that you don't even remember you have. We threw away boxes of stuff.
It's good. It's liberating. And it teaches me a lesson. Going forward, I'm not keeping any fucking thing.
No, now people are like, do you have a P.O. box? Not
no,
really.
I have nothing. Don't send me anything.
Don't
I
send
appreciate
anything
it.
because I've got a shed out there still
Blow
with
me a
boxes.
kiss.
That's
I don't need it.
If you're going to send me another black T-shirt, don't send it, please.
I don't want your fucking black T-shirt.
Oh, my God.
I don't want your fucking, you're starting an underwear line. You got boxer shorts with a picture of Bugs Bunny or fucking Donald Duck or me or you. I don't want any of it. I don't want the boxes. I don't want your fucking scented candles that are organic, that comes from the honey of a bee I don't want any of this fucking shit. I don't want your experimental toothpaste. I mean, I had...
No, it was ridiculous what I had in that closet. I had a company started sending me jujitsu gis because I'm a fat fuck, and they were for oversized fat fucks. They would send me 2 gis a week.
Why?
I only went to jiu-jitsu twice a week, and I had 30 fucking geese
For what?
from this company. One company was great. This other
What
company.
do they think that you or any person
I have
wants that
no
many geese
idea.
for?
I had to go to 3 different jiu-jitsu schools and go, here you go. Next time a fat fuck joins up, don't charge him for a
And
gi.
even
Give
then,
him a
they
gi.
didn't want all the fucking geese.
They were like, what are we going to do with this? I had fucking those things, those sweatshirts that you wear underneath. I had fucking stuff, vitamins, minerals, CBD oils. I had rocks. It was like, no, that's it. And it was just, we couldn't get a dumpster.
No.
Nothing. When we left in August, I couldn't get anything. We found out July 12th. We found out, this was our journey. We found out July 12th that there was no school. I told my wife, let's make a move. We called a person. He said he could probably help us. He didn't know. I called Jimmy Florentine. He hooked me up with his sister-in-law. We put an offer in on one house. It went. We saw this house, and right away we wrote her a letter. We seen the inside. I sent my brother down here.
Wait, you sent your brother? You didn't physically see it yourself?
No.
Wow.
I sent
but you had somebody check it, and you saw the.
My brother's a house inspector up north. That's what he
So
does for a living.
he said this is what it's like, and he's showing you pictures and all that
He
shit.
came down here with a fucking Zoom. We zoomed everything. He inspected the gates, the dirt, the trees, everything. He goes, go. We put an offer in. We wrote her a letter. And I knew when my wife fucking walked in the door, just the look on her face, I knew we had the house.
Dope.
We probably had the house 10 days later, and we started throwing shit out fucking right away. And it was mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's good.
But the thing was, Mike, a lot of people don't know this. When I came back to shoot The Sopranos, I made up my mind that I was moving back. It was when I was going to pull the trigger. I knew she wasn't going to start the 2nd grade in California.
Right.
COVID just helped the process move along.
Right.
And that was the truth. I was moving all along. I knew after I came back here to shoot that movie and I spent 3 weeks, I said to myself, what the fuck am I doing? I'm out there alone. I have no family out here. We spend Christmases alone. We spend New Year's alone. You know, I'm working with comics. I want a normal life. I just want to live in a community where I could drive and get a fucking salami sandwich and people don't talk about Instagram all day and, you know, how many fucking, can you come on my podcast? It was so overwhelming and I didn't know it till I got off the fucking plane and I landed here.
So you love your house and you've been there like, 9 months?
I've been here. It'll be officially 8 months, April 19th.
So how do you feel being back in Jersey? Like, you know, with a dope crib that you're happy with, you know, like how does it feel at this point in your life being back? What part of Jersey? Can you say what part of Jersey?
South Jersey.
South Jersey.
50 minutes away from New York City.
So how does it feel so far?
How does it feel so far? It took me about 2 months to realize what I had done. This has been like in layers. Like it's been like really a mental fucking away. It's been like layers. Like it was 2 months of greatness. Then it was 2 months of doubt. You have doubt. Did I make the right mistake? Did I make a mistake? You know, for me, it was about my daughter and my wife.
You made the right decision for them.
Yeah, it wasn't a comedy career.
No, for them, it's great.
Movies.
No, because for them, it's great.
Listen, they're out right now. My daughter and my wife are out right now with 3 other moms. They're at a fucking rock climbing place. You know, Friday they went to Long Branch just to get pizza, and they went, you know, they got a group of moms here that give a fuck. You know, they tried closing the schools here. Good luck. These fucking parents said everything they could to those fucking Board of Education people. I mean, I listened to it on Zoom, and I couldn't believe what they were saying.
Were they going off?
Going off. You're not going to keep these motherfucking parents. Where I live, it's 74% of people in this town have 2 kids under 18 living in their house. So it's a very family-oriented community. My wife said one night, you have to hear the Zoom meeting. They went after the superintendent of schools. They were like, fuck you.
Were they calling him a cocksucker?
Oh, my God. They were like, you're just worried about your contract. If this continues, we'll veto it. We'll shut you down.
We'll shut you down, you miserable motherfucker.
And in L.A., the parents didn't do dick. Like, it was like they accepted it. Like, that's it. We're going to just lay down over here. These fucking parents, oh, my God, every fucking day they're sending emails. They call my wife to send an email. They got the principal, the vice principal, the state. All this area down South Jersey, the schools are wide open. Wide open. 5 days a week, 4 days a week, 1 day virtual. It's up north where everything's still shut. My hometown, they're not even thinking about going back to school. They might go back towards the end of fucking April.
There's going to be some dumb fucking kids, Joey. Let me tell you something. There's kids that last year that got passed that shouldn't have passed. There's kids that are graduating that are two like a year and a half. I mean, I think about I see these things on Zoom classes. If I was a student on Zoom, first of all, they'd kick me. They'd be like, "You're not." After 2 days, they'd be like, you got to do something." They'd kick me out. But I would run these fucking teachers into the ground. In the way I was, the fucking disruptive fucking pain in the ass. I'd make these miserable fucking teachers. If I was a student, I'd have them, they wouldn't sleep if they had me during a pandemic as a kid. I was a fucking pain in the fucking ass. But I didn't want to be there anyway. Is Zoom class? Come on, man. They're passing fucking people that have no business being passed because what are they going to do? Leave behind 12 kids? Like C and D students? They're like, just I don't want to deal with them again. Because if you hold them back, you got to deal with these little fucks. So it's gonna be a fallout from this shit in 10 years. And then in 10 years, these kids are gonna be like, well, the trauma from the pandemic because I had to take Zoom class and it was so traumatic. The fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Oh, AA meetings are going to be packed with these Zoom kids. These fucking Zoomers are going to be in there fucking.
The Zoom generation.
I drink because of Zoom. Fucking I can't see a Zoom, nothing. His last name starts with a Z, so I get I relapsed.
The Zoom generation.
Let me tell you something. I saw what was happening to my daughter. I'm not a fucking scholar. I'm not a psychiatrist. The parents weren't, we were at the beginning of the pandemic and nobody knew what to think and there was a certain fear. They told you kids wouldn't have it. Let's meet at the park. We'll social distance. Let the kids play with masks on. You couldn't get parents to do that. And I could see my little girl going backwards. And when we got here and school started, they told us that she was having a little problem. And then they went back on Thanksgiving. School started here September 4th, like nothing happened.
Right.
And then in November is when they shut us down. A teacher got it, and these fucking parents went to work, Jack. They were like, fuck you. We'll put them in a fucking Catholic school because Catholic schools are wide open. See, COVID don't attack Catholic people.
Why not?
I don't know. The Catholic schools are wide open. They got no mask on. Nuns are fucking shaking their titties. Everything's fine in the Catholic schools. The public schools are fucking locked the fuck down. So how can, Christian Brothers, I think, is closed down, a couple schools. But the trauma that's going to be done to those California kids and kids across the country, 1 year of no social activity.
Fucked up.
Here, I send my daughter, if it's sunny, you better get the fuck out of this house and talk to kids. There's a guy across the street from Staten Island. He's got 2 kids. I got the Hindus next door. I got the cop son down the corner. The Hindus don't go out. It hit India so hard that the Indian kids in the area and the Asian kids do not go to school here.
Wow.
I mean, these kids do not even leave their house. My friend
They don't fuck around, huh?
No, my friend has an Indian family next to him. He says, I guess who I saw the other day? The Indians finally came out. I haven't seen them since November. Because it hit India so hard that they got news over here how bad it was, and they're fucking petrified.
Have you been doing comedy yet? Have you started doing it? Like, what's your deal with doing comedy, doing shows and moving around? Are you doing local shit? What are you doing?
Here it is. First of all, I have guilt. I have guilt that if I do a 300-seat show and somebody brings it home, I got to live with their fucking grandmother's death or grandmother getting sick
Jesus
on my
Christ.
death. Number two, I got to be honest with you, Michael Rapaport. You saw what was going on at the store. You saw what we were living as comics. I had been doing it since that steady since 2010. It's time for a fucking breather.
You need a break.
Everybody needed a break.
Good.
We were all caught on the Ferris wheel. What's Netflix going to do? What Netflix isn't going to do? Showtime. You got to get there Thursday. They added an extra show. I mean, listen, we did things that I'm very proud of, but I think a lot of people step back now and are going, I think we were going a little bit too hard. For me, to answer your question, I had been doing stand-up till about 10 days ago. And there was a situation. I do it at Uncle Vinny's down in Point Pleasant.
Yeah.
Fucking great club. Dino's a great guy. If you're ever in the area, call him up and do the weekend. It's an easy weekend. The problem I had was the 1 week a customer went in there and had COVID, so they closed it down. They were panicked. And then another week, and then I just put it in God's hands. I know I had knee research. I got a new knee. January 8th, I got a new knee.
Like bionic knee?
Yeah, like I got a fucking whole new knee. Like I got a whole new redo. Went and did it. I couldn't do it in the fucking pain no more. And I don't know where the fuck we were going with this now.
No, you were saying about the shows. About the shows.
I did the surgery January 8th. I worked hard. Rapaport, I got off the pain pills. I went to PT. I fucking started lifting in mid-February. I started walking without the thing. I did everything perfect. No problems at all. The knee came along fine. And all of a sudden, about 10 days ago, I'm getting this swelling on the side of my knee. I don't know what it is. It's not my knee. It's something on the side. And when I went for my checkup, I kept calling the doctor going, I need muscle relaxers. I'm getting like a big lump on the side. I need muscle relaxers. Fucking guy wouldn't give them to me. Like I'm gonna go snort muscle relaxers or some shit. I could see if I was asking him for oxycodone or pain pills. I was just asking him for like muscle relaxers and a 1,200 milligram fucking Aleve, one of those. Like the higher aspirin. He wouldn't fucking give them to me. So he goes, no, come back for an appointment. I went down, they did an x-ray, and then the chick said, nah, there is something wrong. Let me do an x-ray from a different angle. And they found that the IT muscle, something had like a little tear in it or whatever. So they just...
Oh, shit.
But you know what? I'm walking all right. I'm fine. What I'm going to do is this. I got sick and tired of taking COVID tests every other fucking week. 3 tests. You got to take the rapid, the fucking one, and then one 5 days later.
Yeah.
I'm done. The other night I stayed up and I put my name on 20 lists for the Johnson & Johnson. So I'm just waiting for the call. He just announced 55 or over. New Jersey, you're allowed. So I put in for Johnson & Johnson.
Why Johnson? The one shot?
Yeah, I'm scared of fucking needles. So
Are you?
Yeah, big time. Big time. I faint.
You go take a little poke. One poke, you'll be fine. They give you a little poke. It's not even in the ass. I don't have a problem with needles.
Last time I got a needle in the ass, I fainted at the fucking table. One of those fucking stupid fucking shots. When I give blood, I get dizzy and my palms start sweating. Like,
really?
Yeah.
It's mental, right?
Yeah, it's all mental. I do not like it. You could tell if I'm going for a needle. If I tell you, as soon as they call me and go, you have a shot next Tuesday at 12:45, come over here on Monday and watch me all day. I'm a bumbling, stumbling fucking jerk off. I bump into things. I'm scared. Excessive pissing. You know, it just fucks with my insides. I just don't like needles. I'm going to do this because I want to do comedy eventually. I want to go back into big rooms and do comedy, you know. I don't want to get COVID because I perform for 41 fucking people. If I'm going to perform, let's fucking perform. Let's do 400 fucking people.
Right.
So let me do this. Let me take some time off. I just got back to Jersey.
Right.
It's been 30 years since I've been down to Jersey Shore.
Right.
I signed her up for camp. I'm going to go to different fucking shores every week and explore. I'm 58 years old, and I did a complete fucking circle, and I'm back here. Good. I left here a fucking bit thief. I left here a 2-bit fucking thief, homeless. The only option I had when I left here was prison. I ended up in prison. I turned my life around. I moved to L.A. Things happened the way they did. I don't control them. And at one point I was like, after I shot the Netflix special, I was done in 2016. I was like, what is this all about? It's time. And then I got the Soprano movie, and I got to spend 3 weeks here.
When the fuck is that thing coming out, man?
September 24th. They had to. I'm not mad at them. You cannot be. You're in the movie business. There's a big investment.
Yeah,
you got to get your money back. The movies they did
it's
release.
Evergreen anyway. It doesn't change. It's not like it's.
So what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna fucking. You figure by July 1st, 50% of us will be vaccinated. The other half. So hopefully, I think by July, August, we open up movie theaters.
Right.
And we could all see movies the way they're supposed to be seen.
Right.
I saw the new Jared Leto movie with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
I thought it was Mensa Morta on TV because I watched it on TV.
Yeah.
The effect of a movie theater is fucking huge on a movie.
Yeah.
People have no idea. I know the difference when I watch a movie at home, when I watch a movie in a movie theater, when I watch a movie on a plane.
Yeah, it's different.
When I watch a movie at home, you're in no danger. I'm looking at the wall. I'm looking at my toes. I'm sniffing my armpits. I'm scratching my nuts. When I'm at the movie theater, I'm there. You're there. You're feeling it.
You're
speakers.
right.
So I think they were going to release it March 14th. I think David Chase said, what am I going to do? For what? To release it at home? I worked hard on this. Let them wait. I'm not pissed.
Me neither.
I want people to watch the shit the right way.
It's
like stand-up. I want people to be in a room that they're happy to be in.
Yeah.
Not
fucking scared to death.
Let me put
Have
this
you done any of these? You know what's been good in Los Angeles? I'll tell you one thing that's been fucking great. These little mini outdoor shows.
They're tremendous. And they're tremendous here.
Thank God.
When I got here, they were just perfecting them. Now
they got it down.
Now they really got it down. And they're going to just do outdoor venues, tons of them here.
Yeah.
Like I said, Mike, I want to give this a breather. I want to fall in love with comedy again, all over again. I want to fall in love with it like I was in 1998. I think the numbers and selling tickets and everything got in the way of what was just a hobby for me.
I got you.
It was something that was supposed to be fun, and now it wasn't fun anymore.
It gets too much of a grind, and they sell out and all this shit.
They sell out. Who the fuck? No, they took this money for this. You know what? It was 10 years straight. I'm very happy about my accomplishments. I was not supposed to be here. I was supposed to go to prison and get caught up in the prison system. Some way God twisted that. I'll take it, and I'll fucking leave. And when I want to come back, if it's a year, if it's 6 months, the door is always open.
Good for you. Good. Hey, did you see, speaking of prison system, did you see this shit yesterday in Oklahoma City? This prison riot in Oklahoma City?
No.
Holy fuck. Yo, they had they took over the fucking prison. They had this guy, one of the COs, they had him it was on video. They had the fucking guy strung up. They were going nuts, and then apparently the cops came in. They shot one of the people, and it was you got to see this. Look up Oklahoma City prison shit. It was
Michael
crazy.
Rapaport. People that are free are going crazy. There's people that are not in prison, and mental health is at an all-time high. Could you imagine, just for 2 minutes, anybody who's listening to this podcast or watching, close your eyes.
Close your eyes. And let me and Joey take you into jail real quick.
And think of being in prison.
Think of being in prison and right now, and just think about the fucking walk them through the cell, Joe. They're in the cell, or are we getting to the cell? Walk them through it.
Listen, they probably got to wear a mask if they got another guy in the cell with them.
And you're in the cell with a guy from Oklahoma City.
When he shits, you smell it.
And
when you shit, he
shits good. You got to smell that good shit that he's shitting.
How many prisoners aren't getting money sent in because their families are not working and they're suffering in there? So now and listen, they got to prison. Fuck them. They made a mistake in life. And now they got to deal with it, and I understand it. I was there. When I was in prison, nobody fucking felt sorry for me. But I'm telling you right now that if you think people are going off and they're just walking the streets, think of what inmates are going through.
Right.
They're probably not letting them watch TV in a circle no more. They probably got to watch TV in their fucking cells. God knows. I don't know. It's been 30 years since I was in a fucking prison cell, thank God. But I can't imagine what it's like in there. More prisoners should be fucking. This is not the first prison thing you're going to hear about this year. So don't think this is, prison's got to be going crazy. But here's the funny thing. Here in New Jersey, every prisoner got vaccinated. They got vaccinated before school teachers. There are guys doing life in prison, in state prison here in Rahway, and they got vaccinated before teachers. And
Joey,
before
are you fucking serious?
I'm being dead serious with you, not to pick a fucking scab or anything, but this is the reality of this pandemic. These are the things that are happening. You cannot put your finger on it. All you could do every day is wake up, look at your computer, and go, God help me before I open this computer to see what the fuck I'm going to read today. Is it Suzanne Summers having sex 3 times a day before lunchtime? Or is it fucking some fucking guy went into a supermarket and shot 10 people? Is it going to be a lady threw shit
What do we
at
do
a
with a
human
piece
being?
of shit like that?
They're not even pieces of shit. It's mental health.
But
This
you
is
know what,
destroying
though?
kids.
Oh,
I know kids that went from having A's that are fucking not even opening up the fucking computer in Florida.
Yeah, it's not good.
This is, we look at each other. I look at Mike. I look at you. And I look at Florentine. I look at these people and I go, we don't really know what the struggle is right now.
Yeah,
we
you're
don't
right.
know what it is. What if right now you were living in L.A., you lost your job, you're a decent person, and you're living in your car? There's a lot of guys like you and me, Mike, that were actors that are living in their fucking cars right now, going to a place that lets them take a shower once a day, go to all your parks. It's just not, listen, when you look at the homeless situation in L.A., 50% of it is mental health, bro.
Yeah.
They light their skin on fire. They do all that crazy shit. I'll tell you what, right now, in the next fucking year, the number from these eviction shits and all this, that people getting evicted. I read a story the other day. Here's the best thing I read. Thursday or Friday, I read a family in California sold their house in Riverside. Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
They sold their house in Riverside. The people paid for the house. Now they refuse to leave the house, and they're protected through the loophole, through the eviction moratorium. So these people...
I heard about this.
Did you hear about this?
Yes.
So these people now have to sue these people to move into a house that they paid for because there's a loophole in the fucking system that lets them stay in the house even though the people paid them for the fucking money.
They paid them. They paid the people that are now not leaving.
Right. And the people are fucking going to stay in the fucking house. And now the people that bought that house are fucking have to take them to court. So you made my fucking day. And I'm not one of those, you never heard me go, I fucking hate LA, there's no bagels, the fucking pizza. I was never one of those New Yorkers. Right,
I miss the fucking bagels. You should stay off. You should be happier away from New York, you fat fuck, off the bagels and the pizza and the donuts. No one wants to hear. They got great bagels in LA. They got everything you fucking need out here.
They got nothing. I've never been one of those guys, but I will tell you that I did see the tide change in people in LA. If you don't think when Lady Gaga's dog Walker got shot, that didn't bother me. I come from a place that nothing bothers me. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Why did it bother you?
Because I walked those streets. I walked those streets thousands of times. I walked those streets. I walked from, you know how many times I walked from Schrader to the Comedy Store and back at 2 in the fucking morning? How many times I walked up Sierra Bonita to go to Runyon Canyon? I walked those streets. So to feel that somebody got shot walking a fucking dog in L.A. and they took 3 dogs, and it breaks my heart. I'm hearing things that are happening in the Valley. I hear North Hollywood goes off once it gets dark, you know.
Yo, Joe, these cocksuckers, the other night, I'm not exaggerating. There was a chase in my neighborhood. I live in Hancock Park, which is a good neighborhood.
Very good neighborhood.
These cocksuckers were chasing this motherfucker for 5 hours in my neighborhood. Up my street, down the street, up La Brea, Detroit, all this shit. Finally, this motherfucker, he in a U-Haul, 5 hours from 1 to 6 in the morning. I'm not exaggerating. Helicopters over my house. The fucking house was... my wife said, you slept through 3.5 hours of it. Because I knew if I looked at my phone, I had to go to work in the morning. I knew if I got up and looked at my phone, I was just like, just go to sleep, just go to sleep, just go back to sleep. This cocksucker wouldn't come out of a U-Haul. He stole a U-Haul. 5 fucking hours of the fucking helicopters and all this shit. Finally, this prick comes out. They arrested this dumb fuck. I don't need this in my life. I got to get fucking sleep. I got to get up at fucking 6 in the morning. I'm shooting a fucking show. I don't want you riding up and down my street with the cops and the U-Haul. I don't. Who needs that shit? This is supposed to be like this pristine place. I don't need that.
Let me tell you something. I don't know how to put this. I'm like being here for 2 weeks and looking at my wife and going, I don't feel like Henry Hill no more. I don't hear helicopters every day. Because every day I was hearing fucking helicopters. I felt like Henry Hill. Everywhere I went, there was a fucking helicopter. I have not heard a helicopter in 7 or 8 months. Mike, I got to be honest with you. You made my day by telling me I don't want people to leave LA for the wrong reason.
Right.
I think, and for you, I don't know where your head is at. I don't know if there's any doubt or anything. Brother, you did everything there was to do in LA.
I come back. We're doing a podcast over Zoom. You're in Jersey. I'm in LA. If they need me, I got work. I come back. I have no problem coming back. Who knows? I might wind up getting a place in Los Angeles. I don't fucking know. But I don't need to be here. I need to be more in New York than in LA. And because of my kids, obviously that's a big factor. But because they're older and because of all this shit with the pandemic, I'm like, I've done my fucking... There's too much technology. Like you don't need to be here all the time. I don't want to be here all the time. It doesn't mean I don't get anything from Los Angeles. I don't get any. Not to say that New York is perfect or Jersey is perfect or Philly's perfect or any of these other places are perfect, but LA, it doesn't lend to me. Like the biggest thing that I miss about New York is going out and finding the day. In New York, you could go out and just find the day. You might stop in the park. You might stop here and get a slice. You might stop there and get a coffee. You might run into your friend. Yo, where are you going? I'm going down to 23rd. I'll walk with you. Oh, okay, cool. I'll meet up with my wife. We'll go, do this. We'll go shopping. Just go. The museum's open. We'll go into the fucking museum. And then at the end, like 6, 7 o'clock, you're like, I had no idea what I was going to do, but I found the fucking day. That's a perfect situation. But I just... driving everywhere, the shit that we mentioned already, we're animals. Human beings are animals. You're from a certain climate and a certain habitat. We need to be in that habitat to survive. I prefer New York City. That's what I am. Manhattan. That's where I'm born and fucking raised. I prefer it. I love it. I adore it. I know the weather gets fucked up. What am I gonna do? It's fine. So I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it. And so much good shit happens when you change. Obviously, what we did is extreme, and not everybody could afford the luxury of making a change or being able to change and all that stuff. And our lifestyles are different, but change is good. It's scary, but change is fucking good. And so many things, we haven't even gotten to New York. Just from the changing it and the getting rid of all the old shit and the toothpaste and the fucking geese. But aside from that, so many positive things have already happened from this change that hasn't even occurred yet. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Why New York, Mike? Why didn't you?
It's where I'm from.
But
I'm born and raised in Manhattan.
Texas, Florida.
Fucking
you had so
Texas.
many options.
What am I going to do in Texas? Maybe one day, maybe I will get a place in Florida. I don't know, but what the fuck am I going to do in Texas? You know, I know a lot of people went to Austin. I've been to Austin one time for 3 days. I don't know anything about Austin. What am I going to go there? Because a bunch of comics are going there. Joe Rogan, that's Joe Rogan. You know, he's doing his shit, but I'm not. I'm 50 fucking 1 years old. I don't follow no man. I'm married. You know what I mean? What the fuck am I going to do? For the young kids, that's cool. They might think that's dope. They don't have families and all that shit. But what the fuck am I going to do in fucking Texas? Oh, they got bars. I'm going to New York City. We got every fucking thing.
You're going
everything. Every fucking thing.
Home.
This is, you don't get any better. So you're Austin. There's some town, Tulsa, Nashville. I'm going to New York. The fuck are you going to tell me about anything? It's New York. I don't care if it's Cuomo, de Blasio, crime's up, crime's down, the fucking subway's working, the subway's not, a garbage. It's New York City.
You're going home, brother.
Fucking Manhattan. That's where I'm from.
You're going home. No, hey, listen. I had options. I thought about Telluride. I thought about Boulder. I thought about Austin. And I knew where I would be the happiest. I wanted my daughter to see what I saw growing up.
Right.
I am ecstatic when my daughter says she wants me to take her to White Castle. My fucking heart bleeds. Last night we got home last night at 10 to 9. And I go, Mercy, don't even fucking blink. Go in the shower because we're going to miss the 9:30 honeymooners. Every Saturday we have a date. We watch the Archie Bunker, and then we watch the honeymooners. You know, she was ready to go. My wife got her second shot yesterday. So as soon as we got back, she went right to the fucking crib. I don't know how she's up and out today. She took it to the fucking game zone. I did this because it was time to come home.
Gotta come home. And you'll be back in LA. LA ain't going anywhere. You got
LA's
shit to
not
do.
going nowhere. I think
you
I'll
got
be in
this
Austin
job,
in
that
September.
job. It's...
You know, that I just, I got a little acting agent in New York to start getting me little acting gigs, you know.
Right.
If
You're
I don't
fucking
want,
Joey Coco Diaz.
If I don't want to do them, I don't do them. If I want to do them, I do them. And I tell you made my day because now I got somebody to visit when I go over there.
Fuck
I come
yeah.
see you. We can go to an acting class together. We get a slice of pizza together.
Yup.
Whatever. You just made my fucking week, man.
Hey, I'm telling you, when you called me, it was a Saturday. I think the fights were on or before the fight. I remember I was like, oh shit, this fucking Coco left. And my wife was like, he fucking left. I was like, fucking Coco fucking left. And she was like, we need to get the fuck out of here. I swear to God. I'm not bullshitting you. We were already thinking about it, but she was like, it was just kind of like, get the fuck out.
I did, like I said, it wasn't a comedy thing for me. It was listen, I was coming no matter what. And the COVID fucked it up, and they canceled the Sopranos shoot, and that stopped me from buying a house in Bergen County. I was going to move to Bergen County. Mm-hmm. I ended up moving down to Monmouth County, but I really wanted to go up closer to where I was from, but COVID had fucked that area up, so I was like, fuck it. I'll just move down south, and I'm very happy I'm here, and I'm very happy that you're getting the fuck out of there. And it's a tough decision. If you have any doubts, I'm sure you don't. You're a strong, fucking minded dude, and you're gonna do just great. This is
I'm looking forward to it,
bro.
Yo, you've been watching
born in
ball?
the city.
What'd you say?
You were born. You know what? Glenn Fry has that song. You belong in the city, bro. I heard it the other night on one of the Miami Vice episodes. It's on 11 o'clock here, and I was like, you know what? This song hits it in the head, man. You belong to the city, and you got to come back at some point.
And I love New Yorkers. I've always loved New Yorkers, and New Yorkers love me. I fucking adore New Yorkers. And there's not as many as there used to be, but I love motherfuckers that are from the 5 fucking boroughs, and we don't even. I run into you get the same thing because we have the same sort of people that in the East Coast that fuck with you. They talk. I'm like, a lot of times I'm like, do I know this fucking guy? Because they're just like, Mike Rapp, what's up? Did you watch the game last night? And I'm like, do I know? I'm talking to the guy, and then I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck I'm talking to. But New Yorkers know a New Yorker, and I know a New Yorker, and I love walking the streets of New York. I don't give a fuck if it's hot, cold, snowing, raining. I get honked at. I get fucking. people screaming at me from across the street. Mike Rap, it's my father's there. He's 87. He hasn't gotten COVID. He fucked COVID. Joey, my father fucked COVID in the asshole. He fucked COVID right up the ass. He's 87. He's a Jewish dinosaur. He bent COVID over and banged COVID right up the ass.
He's good. And what about moms?
Great too.
No
Mark and Joanne, Gray, everybody's. We've been lucky so far.
Well, man, I will be here waiting for you. You made my fucking week by telling me you're coming here in May. It's hard to believe that you're leaving L.A., but that's it. You did what you had to do, man. And
Bye, fucks.
And you made it happen. I love you, Mike. You know.
Love
that.
you too.
I'm
love
happy
you
got
too.
I'm happy you made time for me today.
Of course.
And happy Passover to you and your family.
Thank you.
And we'll talk when you fucking get to L.A. Please.
Anytime, Joe.
As soon as you hit New York, just give me a call. I got
you.
You're gonna be busy for 3 months unpacking. Trust me, these motherfuckers.
But I got rid of a lot of shit though.
No,
I was at 2 fucking bags full this morning at the Goodwill. They know me. They say, "What's up? How you doing, Mike?" More stuff. Yep.
2 bags was the least of mine, and even
the
when
big black fucking
garbage bag.
The big fucks, not the little shit used in the kitchen. I'm talking about the big.
You're talking about
you could put a
hefty. Wimpy. You got the hefty.
The big industrial size.
Dog, I threw away 20 of those. Books. I was taking karate clothes to different schools. I had protein powders. I had fucking watches. I had so much shit. But listen, thank you for coming on the joint. I love you. Anything you need, you can find me. Hopefully when you move, I can get on your podcast and just go over there.
For sure.
And we'll do a fucking studio gig or something.
For sure.
Thank you for coming on the joint.
Love you, Coco. Coco fucking Diaz.
Stay black, cocksucker. I love you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Power. Happy Passover.
All right.
What'd you think, cocksuckers, right? When 2 old friends get together, it's just a conversation. It's not a podcast no more. This is what him and I would be saying to each other on the phone. I feel happy that he's leaving, not because of, I think LA crime went up 61%. I know that they cut $1 million from their budget, and now they had to put another $40 million in because they're expecting a heavy-duty fucking summer of marches and whatever the fuck they call them, peaceful parades and gatherings. But I think it was, people changed. I mean, he's a hardcore actor. He has way better credits than I do, and it's time to change. And I called this in March, that people are going to look at their lives and go, what the fuck am I doing here? For him, it was seeing some homeless lady throw a piece of shit. That's what I've always said. Once somebody throws a piece of shit, it's time to fucking pack up your bags and fucking leave. And with that, I will leave you until next fucking Monday. I hope you enjoyed the podcast this week. I hope you're enjoying what I'm doing. I hope you enjoy the growth. It hasn't just been me. Mike has been fucking 90% of this with the sound and the lights, and we're really fucking trying for you guys to put something together with what we got. We didn't have all the tools when we started, and we could give you. I still remember when we did the Rich Voss podcast, and they were fucking hot at us and shit, and I loved it because it just goes to show you that you got to try things. If not, you're never going to know where they're going to go. You got to try, and sometimes you fall on your ass, and sometimes you do good, but you're never going to know till you try. I love you, cocksuckers. Thank you for listening. And now for a word from my motherfucking sponsors, Jack. All right, you bad motherfuckers. Thank you very much for listening. I want to thank MICHAEL RAPAPORT. I want to thank you guys. I also want to thank life for being beautiful. But before we get the hell out of here, I want to talk to you about something. Listen, for years I didn't sleep. When I got up to 418 pounds, I was sleeping maybe 4 hours a night. You could jump up and down. You could do all the exercising you can. But if you don't sleep properly and get deep REM sleep, it's not going to work out for you. That's why I love BluBlox. BluBlox makes the best sleep mask known to man. They sent them to me a couple weeks ago. I took a look at it. I go, what the hell? Let me give it a shot. Let me tell you something. The first night I slept like a baby. And I got a sleep apnea mask on. This fits right over the mask. I look like a pilot the Bombardier. I was finally pilot the Bombardier. So if you're having a hard time sleeping because you have any light in the room, get rid of the light, because any amount of light will keep you up. Go with BluBlox sleep mask because it blocks out everything. Total darkness. Once you go black, you'll never sleep with anything else. Listen, the thing I like about it the most is it cups your eyes and it makes the world go away. It helps you drift off to sleep. I put my pair on, I hit the bed, I say an Our Father, I say a Hail Mary, and I go, what is that going to do for me? And next thing you know, it clears my mind and I fall asleep. Why? Because it just drifts away. The adjustable head strap won't wear out, and its contoured sides allow for side and belly sleepers. There's going to be no slipping involved. When I wake up in the morning, I wake up to total darkness, and I remember I wake up like, what the hell's going on? Oh, that's right, I got my sleep goggles on. Let me take them off. Remedy made a great sleep mask. They really hit it out of the park. It's comfortable. It doesn't squeeze your face like a grape. Plus, it's made with lightweight, breathable fabric to keep you cool all night long. They thought of everything. I applaud them. I love it. My 8-year-old daughter wears these things. She puts on a comm app, and then she puts these on. I go in there to kiss her, and I'm like, who am I kissing? Who are you? The pilot from Never Say Die. So do me a favor right now. Support BluBlox right now. Get yours today. Get 20% off with code Joey at BluBlox, BluBlox.com/Joey. That's BluBlox, BluBlox.com/Joey for 20% off. BluBlox.com/Joey. Use promo code Joey. What else can I tell you? Night, cocksuckers. The joint is also brought to you by ZipRecruiter. Listen to me. Whether you got 4 employees or 500 employees, you don't have time to go through a bunch of resumes right now. There's a lot going on. You know, you're trying to find the right person. You need somebody to wear a lot of hats. Listen, finding that person is hard. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It ends today. Why? Because I'm going to let you try ZipRecruiter.com/Joey for free. Free. Even if you have a simple position to fill that takes forever to find the great fit, that's over. That's where ZipRecruiter comes in, and it finds the qualified candidates fast. Whether you're looking to hire a cook in Nebraska, a mascot in Missouri, you know, a doctor in Arkansas, ZipRecruiter's matching technology will hook you up with the people who have the skills and experience that you're looking to get. And then it actively invites them to apply for the job. Get quality candidates fast. In fact, ZipRecruiter is so effective that 4 out of 5 employees who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. From accounting to zoologist and everything in between, ZipRecruiter makes hiring that much easier. So right now, just for the joint listeners, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. Free. That's right. ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Try it for free. I get credit by sending you there, and it's a great product, and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to need it. Why? Time and energy and effort to get the best that's out there. That's what ZipRecruiter has to offer you. So go to ZipRecruiter.com/Joey and give it a zip for free. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. I want to thank ZipRecruiter. I want to thank BluBlox. I want to thank DraftKings. Do not forget this weekend, they're running major specials. I think it's down to 8 teams, 4 teams, the final 4. You cannot miss out on this. You fucked up last week. Now don't do it again this week. Go to DraftKings, download the app, and press in Joey. I want to thank CBD Lion. I want to thank Honor. Anybody who's got my back, I got your back. But most importantly, I want to thank the people who watched the show and who stuck it out with us. We've had some burps and some bumps, but fuck that. We're going for it. I love you motherfuckers. Have a great week. I'll see you Monday. It'll be April 6th to 5th, and we'll take another fucking month down. You understand me? I love you cocksuckers. Have a great weekend. Stay black. Here you go. The candle is unlit, cocksuckers.